The White House defending its border policy despite migrant encounters topping 2.76 million this year.
This new migration challenge is driven by people who are fleeing falling regimes and economic collapse, as you know, in Venezuela, Nicaragua, and also Cuba. You have Republican governors who are using these migrants. They're using them as a political pawn.
OutKick host Tomi Lahren joins us now. Tomi, yesterday, Karine Jean-Pierre tried to say that illegal immigration is something that's not just impacting the United States, it's impacting the entire Western Hemisphere, failing to mention the record number of people and drugs that are pouring across our southern border. Is anybody buying this?
No, but this is certainly a tactic that the White House and Democrats at large have been using, at least for the last several weeks, to try to cover up for the November midterms. They're trying to tell us, you know what, I know we have an immigration crisis, but other nations have a bad time too. I know we have inflation and skyrocketing costs, but other nations, they have a problem as well. That's not good enough for the American people. And this is what the Democrats have to offer. And I want voters to listen to this very carefully. The Democrats are essentially telling you, because other nations, other countries have it worse, the best they can offer you is that it's also bad here. Remember that. Another thing I'll say about this open border, this is historic, but this is also something that the Democrats are not changing. They are not looking to solve this problem. They're looking to make excuse after excuse after excuse. Their policies are an open border policy. Whether they want to say some cockamamie BS about it not being that way, that is the truth. So then run on that in November. In 2 weeks, run on that. You are the open border party. Tell the voters what you're for and what you're not for. Border enforcement, no. Open border, yes. That is the Democrat platform. Run on it if you're proud of it.
That's such a great point. They love to point out our economy is better than like El Salvador. And, you know, Germany has tough immigration problems, too. Really? We're not in a competition. I worry about how we are here in the United States. Yeah. I quite frankly don't care if they're not doing great overseas. Meantime, Tomi, President Biden slips again and refers to Kamala Harris as the president again. Listen to this.
It was also Kamala's birthday. She turned 30. And happy birthday to a great president. That's why I asked President Harris to travel to the region last August. President Harris and I stood in the United States Capitol.
I mean, Tomi, we're at a gaffe per day now. This is another in a long line of these Kamala's the president gaffe. How long is the mainstream media going to continue to prop this up? Because this is bad. You know, the other countries in the world, speaking of other countries, need to know who our leader is.
Yeah, I think other nations right now are trying to pass off their problems as saying, well, you know, over in the United States of America, President Biden is certainly worse. So that's probably the excuse that they're using as well. And it might work for other nations. Listen, I know we're never supposed to talk about somebody's mental state. We're never supposed to talk about their capabilities. But it's come to the point now where this is gaffe after gaffe after gaffe. And we talked about it earlier in the show. I mean, it's not just little things like calling vice president the president, time after time getting his own policies wrong. If you're completely misrepresenting yourself to the voters, that is not fair to the voters. So I hope that they're paying attention. There's going to be many gaffes to come, but it's important that we have people in office that are fit to serve, that are clear about their positions, and maybe even know what position they hold. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, Tomi, there's this interesting poll. It says, will your vote in the upcoming election be mostly about what you think of Biden or Trump? 30% of people polled say that their vote is going to be a referendum on Joe Biden. Just 19% say it's going to be a referendum on Trump. 48% said neither. So Democrats do want to make this election a referendum on Trump, but it looks like a majority of people are voting either because of Joe Biden or the issues.
Yeah, I think a lot of Republicans would be okay if this was a referendum on Donald Trump, because back during the Trump administration, things were going well. The economy was going well. Gas prices were down. We had a secure border. We were working on law and order in our cities and our streets. So if Democrats really want to make this about Trump, that's okay. People care about what's going on in their backyard. They care about what's going on in their kitchen table and their pocketbook. So I think a lot of people are really missing Donald Trump right now. And I think even Joe Biden and the mainstream media, you can count them in that list, because without him, they don't have much to talk about.
Well, Tomi, hopefully, unlike the president not knowing who's president, you know who your husband is. We want to congratulate you on getting married over the weekend.
Look at those pictures.
Beautiful picture there. How was it, Tomi?
It was amazing. It was the best day of our lives. We had it here in Nashville, Tennessee. Officially a married woman, so thank you guys so much. We certainly had a great time, and I always appreciate your guys' love and support, and I can't wait to see you in New York one of these days.
Your dress is beautiful, and you got great weather, too.
Seriously.
We had perfect weather in the beautiful red state of Tennessee, and I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a place to have a wedding, this is the place to do it, especially in the fall. So I couldn't speak highly enough of our venue and our state.
I think both Carly and I are good for now on the weddings, but who knows? You never know. Tomi Lahren, congrats. A lifetime of health and happiness to you and your hubby.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.